All right, in just a few hours, Alexander Volkanovski once again dares to be great and goes up against Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champion of the world, in Abu Dhabi, Etihad Arena, Yas Island, the descriptive powers. Let's have a look at the weigh-in though, because at the weigh-in, these guys, all business. Little Hasbulla there, Islam, Volkanovski, Islam, way bigger guy, way heavier, nice and cordial between the two of them. Volkanovski smiling. Listen, these two aren't going to kick off. There's not going to be any shenanigans. They've got respect for one another. Look at that guy, little Hasbulla. That guy's a legend, man. Pops up everywhere. Anyway, let's talk about this fight and who I think wins. Now, first of all, there's a lot at stake here for Volkanovski because, yeah, he's going to get a lot of respect from people. He's going to earn a lot of money. The man's having an incredible career and doing very well financially. But he's not too bothered about that. He wants respect and he wants to be one of the best in the world. And he wants to be one of a very short list of double champions, okay? He failed the first time. It was a good effort, but he didn't get his hand raised. Now he's going up against Islam again on short notice. DC even said just recently, he said, if he was managing or coaching Volkanovski, he wouldn't have advised taking this fight on short notice because if he loses, that could very well be the end of the double champ situation for him, unless somebody beats Islam and we get a new lightweight champion. Think about it. It's hard enough to get one shot at becoming a double champ. Here's Volk now getting a second shot, okay? If he loses this, is he going to get a third shot? I mean, I don't know. It's hard enough to get 1. 2 is crazy. 3? I mean, that is bizarre if he was to do that. He would have to do some legendary shit. He would have to defend the belt at featherweight 3-4 more times, beat a couple of highly ranked lightweights in fun fights, you know, like a Gagey or a Poirier, you know, just to start those conversations. So if he loses this, maybe that is the end of the double champ dreams, okay? And for Islam, he wants to be a double champ as well. After this, he wants to fight the winner of Leon and Colby, okay? So there's a lot at stake for both men because for Islam, not only does he lose his title, but he also loses the chance of becoming a two-weight champion as well. So, with all of that said, who wins? Well, I'll start with this, pardon me. I think we're going to see a finish. I really do. I think we're going to see a finish in this one because Volkanovski said he's coming in fresh with no pressure and that makes him dangerous. And I agree, it does. And let's remind ourselves how round 5 finished in the first fight. It finished with Volk dropping Islam in his guard, landing heavy ground and pound shots. In Volkanovski's mind, this is a continuation of that fight. This is merely round 6, okay? But he hasn't had a full camp. I don't need to explain to you that the gas tank isn't going to be as good as Islam's, okay? Islam did get tired in that first fight. He did. And if we notice that, then you can bet your bottom dollar that Khabib Nurmagomedov noticed that for sure, okay? And he will have been pushing him to the absolute limit. And it doesn't matter whether it was Charles Oliveira or Alexander Volkanovski. They were both rematches, okay? Oliveira, he finished him easily, okay? And I'm the biggest fan of Oliveira, so I'm not talking shit, but I'm the biggest fan. But he dropped him, and then he took him down, and then he choked him out in round 2, okay? So whether or not it's Oliveira, because he is dangerous, or Volkanovski, the game plan is still the same. Get a hold of them, drag them down to the canvas, beat the shit out of them, and then find the submission. Granted, in the first fight with Oliveira, he didn't have to beat the shit out of him. He did it on the way down, in the transition to the ground. But that'll be the game plan in this one. If you can't get the submission, you beat them into submission. You beat them until a submission appears, until you create the opportunity. All right, this weekend in Abu Dhabi, Alexander Volkanovski steps up on 10 days' notice to take on Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. A ridiculous fight, and I've got a ridiculous offer. New customers sign up to the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet $5 on any fight, and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. That is correct. New customers will receive $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5 on any of this weekend's fights. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. You can combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including number of rounds and the method of victory. By the way, DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, then don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. And DraftKings is offering huge contests this weekend with massive cash prizes up for grabs. So, as I said, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers use the promo code Bisping and bet $5 on any fight and receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. One more time, that is the promo code Bisping only at DraftKings Sportsbook. So he will be pushing himself to the limit in the training camp. He will be able to go 5 rounds, no problem. More than likely. Don't come at me in the comment section if he gets tired. Volkanovski on the flip side, he's not going to be able to go 5 rounds. He will go 5 rounds, but not at the pace of Islam. He will slow down. So therefore, he's going to be really, really dangerous in round 1 and 2. He knows in his mind that he can drop him. He knows that he can hurt him. He knows all the answers to the what ifs. By that, I mean the anxiety. How good is his wrestling? How strong is he? Can I take his shots? Can I get back to my feet if I'm taken down? He knows the answer to all those things is yes. So therefore, he can be a bit more reckless. He can be a bit more aggressive. And that's what he says that he's going to do. And if he does those things, and he pushes forward and he swings for the fences, tries to land the left hook Larry, who did that on short notice because I knew I couldn't go a full 5 rounds, right? Just speaking from experience, then he might catch him, he might drop him, he might hurt him, and he might get the finish. But using that kind of strategy and approach will also make you get tired quicker. It just does. Simple as that. If you hit the bag, or if you're even shadow boxing and you're just gently going for it, it's a big difference to if you're swinging with everything you've got. If you're hitting the bag, landing knockout blows, you get tired way quicker. And he's going to look for the knockout. And if he doesn't get it, he's going to get tired. So Volkanovski has a chance to win this fight early. Round 2, round 3. I think after that, the improved conditioning of Islam Makhachev is going to start to be more noticeable. And then he will start to take over the fight. Let's remind ourselves, anytime he got his hands on Volkanovski, he was able to get a hold of him and take him down to the canvas. Okay? If he got a tie clinch, he would use knees, get an underhook, drag him down to the canvas. If he backed him up against the fence, he would shoot, get a hold of the hands, get a hold of the legs, pick him up, put him down. Now, granted, every time Volkanovski got back to his feet, but the fact that Islam could do that repeatedly is very, very impressive. So they both know all the answers to the questions going into this one. I think if Islam gets him down, he knows he's going to use a lot of heavy ground and pound. The reason he's going to use ground and pound is to upset Volkanovski, is to daze Volkanovski, is to, to get him out of sorts, to make him think, fuck, where the fuck am I? It's all well and good defending submissions. I'll take you back to my fight with George St. Pierre. The reason he got that rear naked choke was that he connected with a beautiful left hook, and I was dazed. When you're dazed, you make mistakes. When you're dazed, you're confused. Dazed and confused. So that's what Islam's going to do. The game plan will be take him down, use a lot of ground and pound, a lot of nasty elbows, open up some cuts, land big shots on him, have him kind of dazed and not know where he is, and then look for the submission. Okay? And I do think he will find it. I do think it will be Volkanovski via knockout or a TKO early in round 2 or in round 3. If it gets past that mark, I think Islam could get a finish in round 4 or round 5. Now, that is my opinion. Volkanovski, if you see this, don't come at me, bro. I'm the biggest fan. Islam, good luck to you. Good luck to everybody on the fight card because I'm excited. It's an early one. I'm going to get up nice and early. Going to have my breakfast. I'm going to have a little workout. I'm going to do a live, by the way. So if you want to have a little alternative commentary whilst the prelims are on, then please feel free to come and join. But let's take a look at this one more time. Islam versus Volkanovski. I've got Islam. Finish, submission, or ground and pound, rounds 4 and 5. Kamaru Usman, Khamzat Chimaev. I've got Khamzat winning that. Usman's a legend. I've got the biggest of respect for him, but I just feel that Khamzat is just younger. I did a video on that the other day. Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. I've got Magomed Ikram Alaskarov. I believe that he beats Warley Alves. Warley Alves, relatively short notice as well, and Ikram Alaskarov is doing big, big things. Said Nurmagomedov beats Muin Gafurov, and Muhammad Makhachev gets the job done over Tim Elliott. And then all the way down here, keep an eye out for this one as well. Sharubatin Magomedov, the one-eyed warrior. What a guy. I mean, that guy's got balls of steel taking on Bruno Silva. That's going to be a fun fight. Magomedov, 11-0, 10 finishes. Very, very fun, exciting kickboxer. And so is Bruno Silva. That's the first fight of the night. That's the kind of show we're going to get from start to finish. Some tremendous fights. So, as I say, tomorrow, early for the prelims, I'll be live on here. So make sure you don't miss that. Subscribe, ring the bell. God damn, ring that bell. And I'll see you tomorrow. So, you guys take care. All the best.